48 US states.
A unique shape of our land is a great way to have an identity of our own.
Colorado and Wyoming.
I'm a square.
Y'all ever notice that the Washington Monument looks absolutely nothing like George Washington? r/technicallythetruth, nice to see you here. Nostalgic person. I wish we could go back to the good old days. Literally every historian.
I'm sorry, what?
It's so badass when people stand in front of stuff they've destroyed. Iron Man, John Wick, rats in front of all of Europe, the Joker in front of the hospital. That feeling when you went to space, a Soviet, and came back a Russian. That facial expression is priceless. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or Britain how they got so many artifacts in their museum. To this day, the most unrealistic thing Disney ever did was portray Zeus as a loving family man. Ooh, oh God, first man in space? First man on the moon. Well, yeah, the dude went somewhere. I'm gonna get close to this group of humans. What's the worst that can happen?
Thousands of years later.
I regret everything. John Lennon, after making a song called Working Class Hero, as he makes hundreds of millions of dollars.
I too am extraordinarily humble.
Italians in World War II. Italians in New York City. In 1957, the KGB tried to blackmail the Indonesian president. When he visited Moscow, they sent a group of women to have sex with him and secretly filmed it. But when they showed him the video, he said Indonesians would be proud and even asked for extra copies. KGB. No, that's not how you're supposed to play the game.
Hello? Yes, this is Dog.
Your wife was launched into space.
This never fails to make me sad and cry into my pillow.
Romans. We don't like kings. Augustus. What if I'm a king, but I call myself an emperor? Romans. You son of a I'm in. Germany. We are losing the war. Italy. You are. When you're a woman living in the 1600s and accidentally do math. The townsfolk. Pitchfork activated. DC is sold that it was around when meant stupid mistake. Meanwhile, at the Joker's hideout, Sow. They laugh at my
I wasn't ready for that.
Sow. They laugh at my will they? I'll show them. I'll show them how many the Joker can make. Dude on the right is like from the late 20th century was like, oh no. Medieval cities and cartoons. Medieval cities in reality. Millennials are the gayest generation in history. Classical Greece. Am I a joke to you? What we think people from the 14th century would be mind blown by. What they'd really be mind blown by. Yeah, magical, the tiny glass information slab versus all the food they could ever eat. My grandpa that died in World War II. Me vacationing in Argentina with my mom. Oh no. Oh no. President Kennedy. Do you know how to put men on the moon yet? NASA. No. President Kennedy. Be a lot cooler if you did. Yes, Mr. President. We'll get right on that. Norway in the Middle Ages. Norway in the rest of history. Norway now. Norway's just cool. Yeah. 7-year-old Spartans being told they're in the army now. What? Native Americans. Can you just let us live on our ancestral land that we own? America. Okay. Oklahoma is your home now. But yeah, that's exactly how it went. France, I can explain. The Louisiana Purchase. The land is now worth $1.2 trillion, and you offered me only $15 million? The Alaskan Purchase. You offered me $7.2 million for what is now worth $37 billion. Treaty of Guadalupe. You guys are getting paid? France calculating how much Germany should pay for their World War I war reparations. 248 plus 208 equals 4,460. To be fair, it shouldn't have been fair. People, this is the closest we've ever come to World War III. The Cuban Missile Crisis. Am I a joke to you? Sarah Rector, an 11-year-old black girl, became the richest colored girl in the world in 1913 when oil was found on the land that the government had allocated to her family. By the time she turned 18, Rector was already a millionaire and was so rich that the Oklahoma legislature declared her as a white person. Wow, Oklahoma. I would like to award you the highest honor I can bestow. Jesus. Art history, history of science, military history, economic history, r/history memes, military history. I think probably because military history is the most well-known. I can't say for certain though, I don't exactly frequent r/history memes all that much. When you're a teacher in 1950 and see a student picking up the pen with their left hand,
Hi, kid. Do you like violence?
Ancient Celts, when the sun shines through their cool rock pile and the pig is ready for slaughter. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Pixar accidentally deleting 90% of Toy Story 2. The animator with backups on her home computer. I didn't know this was a thing. The guy who invented constellations was like, see those 4 dots? That's a bear. And everyone else was just too busy trying to not die from the plague to fight him on it. The guy that saw just a lonely plane reach Hiroshima. Stupid Americans, what damage could they possibly think to achieve with only one plane? Oh. The Pope. You think this is funny? Michelangelo painting the gates of hell behind his throne. We do not have Wi-Fi. Talk to each other. Pretend it's 1995. Former Yugoslavians. Oh no.
You like imperialism, don't you, America?
America, the Philippines, Hawaii, Guam, Puerto Rico. Cringe history. An actual historian explaining that France was good at war. Random guy who learns history from memes. I learned enough history to pass my classes and do the APs for college credit that I never ended up using. And that was it. I'm punk, so I must rebel. I'm Asian, so I must like maths. What? I dye my hair crazy colors, so I must be looking for attention. I'm a Rhodes, so I must lead to Rome. Ah, I understand now. Actually, the Civil War was really about states' rights. A state's right to what? Exactly. There are some things even a state shouldn't be able to do. America hasn't figured that out yet. I'm close to breaking this whole thing wide open. Things that killed Roman emperors. Deodorants. Natural causes, suicide, Brute, Axe, Lynx, Mum, Arm & Hammer, Right Guard, Old Spice. Only Dove and Gillette aren't part of this. Yet. Imagine being described as capital of the world, but not even being the capital of your own state. Yeah, I never understood this one. Albany is very nice, but very boring. It just kind of sits there. This meme was made by the Rome gang. This sub, the 20-year rule, 9/11 memes. Yeah, I personally, I skip almost all 9/11 memes. I'm only doing this one because it's, you know, don't do that. Mainly because I lived in New York for so long, and yeah, I had family in New York. Just not necessary. Wait, so people can say whatever they want? Yes. Oh, let's give them guns. Plumao. This country is going to be lit. White boomers saying how life was better in the 60s. Black boomers. Yeah, sit down. Just sit down. Oh, you're already sitting? Shut up. How the frack did Himmler get away with having a sidekick named Himmler? That's like Luigi and Waluigi level bullcrap. Africa has thousands of different cultures, with tribes varying in size. Europeans drawing the borders.
Rectangles! Whee!
Cool bugs facts.
The highest honor in journalism is being murdered by the CIA.
Wow, thanks cool bug. That was a great fact. God, so this is really small island. Angel, yeah, God. And there's like 3 different cultures on it. Angel, okay, God. And they all hate each other. Angel, God. And the weather is terrible. Angel, gotcha, God. And now they're going to conquer a quarter of the world. Angel, I'm sorry, what? So glad I grew up doing this, not this. I accurate? America sure is having some bad luck. It's almost like it was built on an ancient Indian burial ground. Germany. Soviets losing 20,000 tanks. Call an ambulance. Soviets coming back with 40,000 more 5 months later. But not for me. When you cross 300 meters of no man's land in under 5 hours and only break down twice. I am speed. I don't know what that thing is, but it looks cool. Just to my engineering focused heart. I also realized that I've probably triggered all of the tank heads and they will be filling the comments as to what this tank is. I'm sorry. USA talking about freedom and democracy. USA spreading freedom and democracy. Yeah, I get the idea behind, you know, beating the crap out of somebody who's treating their citizens like crap, but also functional governments are nice. The literally too angry to die squad. Okay. There needs to be a Doom mod that replaces the head of Doom Guy with Teddy Roosevelt. I aim for the stars, but I keep hitting London. Werner von Braun. Establishing dictatorships, destroying dictatorships. The United States. democracy go prrrr, usually out of the front of an A10 Warthog. People having fought in both world wars and gotten through the stock market crash, boomers. Yeah, exactly. And some of them boomers clearly took it all for granted. Develop a devastating weapon to end the war. Nuke the enemy's city, killing everyone in it as a display of power. They don't surrender. They don't surrender. Nuke them again. Everybody making jokes. But we lucky the Swiss never entered the world wars. God. Imagine the recoil on that thing. British people be like, I'm British. We just say the T in a very high pitch that Americans cannot hear. After the incident in Boston, we always hide our T's. After getting late to class, okay. George Dancing copied from the blackboard 2 problems, thinking they were homework, and then solved them. They were actually 2 famous unsolved statistics problems, which earned him his PhD. George Dancing, his teacher. I like the idea, he was just like, today's homework, crap. He just goes home and solves it that night. A German soldier and British soldier confronting each other in World War I like, you're just a child. Well, you're just a teenager. 17-year-olds in 1945 thinking that they won't have to go to war. The same guy 5 years later in Korea. Japan's capital be like, Kyoto, Tokyo. FBI extorting MLK in the 60s. FBI tweeting in his memory today. Historians with 40 years of knowledge and experience, downvote. Meme with 40,000 upvotes, making fun of friends. You're not gonna, this is memes. This is history memes. This is not history facts. It is memes. You're a historian. You must be able to meme to succeed here. Belgium and Europe. Belgium and the Congo. Belgium and World Wars. You know, I know basically nothing about Belgium, and I feel like I just learned a lot. The Brits in Brit history books. The Brits in every other history book. Angela Merkel has just been called the worst chancellor in history. Awkward. Yeah, I can guarantee there's at least one worse guy. Zeus, Hera, literally anyone else. Shooting Teddy Roosevelt. He doesn't die. He refuses to go to a doctor. He gives his speech. He starts mocking your assassination attempt.